how are you today? I hope you're doing well. I wanted to just pop in, say hi, see how you guys were doing. Just wanted to give you a little update. Know that you probably are like, just get to the reading, right? That's how I am. I'm like, wow, that's kind of rude when you're on the other end of it, but normally I'm on your side, but today I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm not really going to be offering the zodiac horoscope tarot readings anymore, just because it deemed way too much for me. Apparently, I don't know why. I can't be consistent with it. So I'm gonna go back to doing like pick a cards every Friday, because if you like noticed at all, I wasn't doing those, which is what I mean. Like I couldn't be consistent with both. So I'm gonna try to go back to doing pick a cards every Friday, and then I'll just do like channeled messages for zodiac signs when I get called to do them. So hopefully that is enough to sustain you. And if you want me to do a zodiac video, you can always just leave a comment below, and I will, with your sign, and I'll do that. I'll go ahead and do that video. So obviously you probably know, based on the title of this video, that this video is going to be a pick a card, pick a deck, pick a crystal, about what people find attractive about you. So I've been seeing a lot of these going around, and I just love these videos, and I thought it'd be really entertaining to be able to do them. So I am done rambling, and I will let you guys go ahead and get to it. Your timestamps are going to be down below. Go ahead, take whatever time you need to pause the video and pick which group you want. I didn't introduce the groups. That's kind of rude, but I'm gonna insert that here. Okay, for today we have 3 piles. With our first pile, we have this is a red jasper heart crystal, along with the Mystic Mondays tarot. For group 2, we have this solidite, solidite. I cannot pronounce this. Solidite. I don't know. With the Light Seers tarot. And for group 3, pile 3, we have a rose quartz. Not gonna focus. And the Modern Mystic tarot. So go ahead, pause the video, take your time, pick your group. Hi, hello group 1. If you chose this lovely Jasper heart or the Mystic Monday tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading for what people find attractive about you, most attractive about you, whatever. I pulled a bunch of oracle cards for you guys, just to like get a little insight into you, who you are, what people find attractive about you. So first off, we have I don't know how I have these in my hand. We have Elk coming out. Can you see that? It's like, all right, so I'm gonna put this over here. We have the goddess Hina, which is the goddess of courage. Ooh, I like that. We also have stars coming out. You can manifest your every wish. We have you're very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. And we also have go for your dreams coming out. So just based off of these oracle cards, the first thing that I think people find very attractive about you, group 1, is you're this hard-working go-getter. You have this energy, this power, that's like this drive to go for what you want, and just like you grab life by the balls, you know, or the bull by the horns, whatever that saying is really what I'm getting off of these cards. From this Elk card here, I feel like you have very strong masculine energy. Like that doesn't really mean anything, right? So women and men can have masculine, feminine energy. It's not really about gender, it's just about energies, right? So I feel like you're someone who carries a very masculine energy. Like you're someone who people don't want to mess with, right? Like with courage coming out, you're the kind of person who will stand up for the little guy, right? You're gonna say what needs to be said no matter what. you're very close to achieving your goal, and you can manifest every wish. I feel like people see you as someone who just like gets whatever they want, right? Like, and I don't even feel like in a negative sort of way where they feel like life is handed to you, because they also see you putting in that hard work and that dedication too. Because with Elk, I also feel like you're a very strong person. Like, you're very, like, you give off this sort of boss bitch energy, right? Like, you're not the one to mess with. It's my cat trying to get your attention, right? But I feel like that's crazy. The only number we have up here is 5. So you could have gone through a change recently with the number 5 coming out here with you can manifest your every wish. This could have been a sort of energy that you could have only recently really tapped into, you know, maybe over the course of the past few years, you've been like this sort of people pleaser. You've been one who wasn't, you know, willing to speak up, or didn't have enough courage for you to be able to say these kind of things. And I feel like that with 5 and you can manifest every wish coming out, Spirit is saying is signifying this change, this transformation that you are going through, where you're coming out on this other end as this more strong, this more courageous, this more confident human being that really goes for what it is that you want, and don't allow other people to stop you or to halt you, or really get in the way of what it is that you're trying to achieve, which is very inspiring. Like, that's very inspiring, and Spirit is very, very proud of you, group 1. Like, you're sorry, you're just someone that I think that people see, and they see the journey that you have like been on over the course of your life, and they think like, wow, I'm like envious, not for all of the things that happen to you, but for like the person that you are because of those things. Like, yeah, nobody wants to experience some of the things that you may have experienced, but they are envious for the way that it built you into the human that you are now. It's like it's like that whole everything happens for a reason. Like, you were put in these situations, in these positions in your life, where you had to be that person, you know, who was courageous, or you had to be that person who was in charge, or you had to be the one to take charge. And I think that people find that very attracting. I feel like at times some people can find you to be intimidating, but I think for other people, it isn't even about intimidation. It's that you know your worth. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna let anybody talk to you any type of way, or tell you what to do, or how to do your job, or how to, you know, do your craft, your art, whether it be like, you know, a regular, like I said regular, but like a job where you're just like in the like fast food industry, or whether you're like an artist or something like that. You don't let anybody tell you how to do what it is that you know how to do, and you aren't going to sit there and take bullcrap from anybody. And I think that people find that very attractive. They like a person who can speak up for themselves and stick up for themselves. And I feel like that's something that is a very attractive about you to other people. They're like, okay, this is someone who sees what they want and goes for it. And there's something, what's the word that I'm thinking of? There's something, what is the word? There's something so beautiful about somebody who is capable of like knowing exactly what they want and being sure of it. I feel like as a person looking on like from the outside, like looking in on someone who acts like that, or someone who portrays themselves or lives their life like that, is someone that I would want in my life, because at least then I know they're always going to be honest with me about how they feel about me, who they are, and what this relationship or connection is and is going to be. I think that you're very straightforward, and people like that because you don't beat around the bush. They don't have to tiptoe around you to get to the point of it. You know what I mean? So I think that's all that I have off of the Oracle cards. I'm going to adjust these a little bit and then pull out Tarot now. You picked the Mystic Monday Tarot deck here. So I'm going to give it a couple shuffles. I did shuffle it off camera, but I am going to shuffle it again on camera. Okay, so for group 1, Spirit. Started out as a bad shuffle and like wasn't a bad shuffle after a second. So I'm gonna cut the deck 2 more times. I feel like people see you and like they see how beautiful you are, because I feel like with this out coming out, you're very like, you have like a majestic kind of beauty. Like it's kind of like, it's effortless. Like you don't even have to try. Whether you may be a woman or a male, I feel like with this Hindu card and also with this stars, I feel like you have like long, flowy hair. That's obviously, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you. So I feel like you're someone that you take care of your hair, you know what I mean? You wouldn't ever like show up with it being like dry or greasy or anything. And people see you and they see the way that you take care of yourself and they see the way that you take care of your hair, and they're just like, that's something that they appreciate, they find so attractive. All right, let's see. Do people find, okay, so we have the Chariot again. I said again, but we have the Chariot coming out, which like this, the energy that I got off the Oracle decks, people just love that you're a go-getter, that you're someone who will go for their goals, achieve it, and be successful. They find that to be very attractive. Like I said, we have the 7 of Swords coming out in the reverse. So you're not one to get caught up in drama. I feel like you're kind of like someone who will just throw side eye at it and kind of just walk away and like not really be all up in the mix. I think people like that about you, because it's like, all right, she's not one to mess with, but 2, she's also not all up in everybody else's drama either. Or he, them, they, well, however you view yourself, however you want other people to view you. Let's be real. We have the King of Wands coming out. So this is more of the, okay, fiery energy. You could be a Leo, Sag, or Aries. But there is this fire energy coming out. Like I said, you're just this strong, confident person that, like I said, nobody wants to mess with. Nobody wants to be on your bad side. Like, you have this, I think, radiant, beautiful, good side where like you're just so nice and you have this side of you. But I feel like because of things that may have happened to you in your past, like I said, you went through, or like I was saying earlier, right? Remember, you went through this sort of change where you were coming out of this real people-pleasing tendency and really moving into this more confident, radiant energy. I feel like because of past situations with people, that's kind of really pushed you to have to be the kind of person that you are today. And so I feel like you didn't lose that side of you. I almost lost what I was saying, but you didn't lose that side of you that was like good and that was nice and that is like dedicated to their friendships and the people that they're loyal to and willing to be able to, you know, literally give people the shirt off your back. You didn't lose that part of you. It's just something that you keep hidden now, or that you don't let everybody into, because you understand that not everybody is deserving of how good you are and how great you are. I think that people only get like a little hint of that. And I think that they see how you interact with the people who are in your inner circle, and there are the people who you do keep close contact with, and you spend a lot of time in positive emotions that seep off of you onto that person. And I feel like people see that and they think to themselves, how do I get like so-and-so, right? Like, how do I get into pile 1, group 1's good graces? Like, what do I do? How do I have to be nicer? Do I have to be meaner? What is it that I have to do to be able to get into group 1's inner circle? And I think that they try to, like, I think what people might do is try to give off this sort of essence because they try to, I think, maybe match your energy. And I really just see like this really funny scenario where you're just like doing your thing, and then they come up to you and they like start saying something and like start giving off this like, I don't know, attitude or like this energy, and they think that they're doing something, and you kind of just like give them like the dirtiest look and then just walk away. And I feel like there are a lot of people that don't understand what it is that you want from them. And I think that you don't want a lot from other people. You come to terms with the fact that not everybody is meant to be a part of your life, and that the people you connect with are the people that you connect with, you vibe with. Like everyone else, it's like that TikTok sound, you know, it's not the vibe. Like you're like, you are not the vibe. You will never be the vibe. You don't even know what the vibe is, okay? And I feel like people are envious. People are very envious of you have like the kind of beauty that like stuns people, you know? I feel like people see you, like they walk into a room and they see you, and I feel like they stop dead in their tracks. And they're like, whoa, pile one is hot AF. What do I do? How do I get to pile one? How does like pile one come to me? How do I come to what? How do I? And I feel like it's very hard for people to approach you, because you do have this sort of, I said it earlier, right? You're kind of intimidating, right? Because you're so confident in yourself. So people don't want to come up to you. People don't want to ask you questions, because they're afraid that what's going to happen is like that scenario I was just explaining, that you're going to give them a dirty look, and then you're going to tell them they're not the vibe, and you're going to walk away. And I think that you're like, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. It really just depends on the person. I can't tell you who I am and I'm going to connect with and who I'm not going to connect with, even though I feel like you're very intuitive. So you say that, but I feel like you also could tell anyone who you would connect with and who you wouldn't connect with. It's just kind of funny. What do people find attractive about group one? I keep saying group one and then pile one. I feel like we have the Five of Pentacles coming out. So I feel like what people find attractive about you is your ability to bounce back from the losses, from like you know how like, what is that? I hear in that song in my head, tonight I took an L, or wait, last night I took an L, but tonight I bounce back. That's you, bro. And people see that in you. They're like, bro, pile one's boyfriend just broke up with them. It's their ex-boyfriend now. And then it's like 2 weeks later, you're out at the club looking good. Ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever, ex-significant other. You're out at the club, you're looking good, you're vibing, you're like, yes, this is me with my guys, with my girls, hitting on whoever I want to hit on because I look good. Because yes, like I may have devoted my time and my energy to this relationship, maybe years even, but it didn't work out. So what is the point of me sitting here crying over spilt milk for the rest of my life? And I think people love that in you. They find that super attractive, that you're somebody who is capable of experiencing loss, experiencing a failure, and being able to take what it is from it, like learn, like you view everything as like a lesson. You're able to take from that what you need and be able to move forward and grow and change and just become this sort of person who is abundant. You can manifest your every wish. So people already know that you are abundant and that you create abundance everywhere you go. Like you are someone who is, I feel like, multi-talented. Like you could do multiple different things. You are capable of doing a lot of different jobs that maybe other people aren't, and so you will never want for anything, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you'll work for it. You'll work to achieve whatever goal it is that you're wanting to achieve. What do people find attractive about pile one, group one? I think that's funny. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming. That's crazy to me because, so the Queen of Pentacles is like the mother of the deck. And the elk over here that you got earlier for your Oracle cards, that is the father of that deck, basically. So it's like you're someone who's very nurturing. You're someone who takes care of things. You could have children. Not really picking up on that, but you could have siblings too. Like you could have had like younger siblings that you took care of, that you are taking care of currently. Or like I said, you could have children. I don't know for 100% sure, but you could have your own children that you're taking care of. And I think that people see the way that you interact, even if you don't have your own kids, if they're just siblings or maybe even cousins, or maybe, you just watch your neighbor's kid from time to time or something like that, I think that people see how you are with children and how nurturing you are and how caring you are and how what is the word, like wholesome you are, and how you can just switch this like whole, like you can switch off this I'm a boss bad bitch energy and like be like, hi, playing with like a little kid, like, oh, you want to play with the toy, let's go play with the toy, or something like that. Like you can like 360 it, turn it off, turn on this like I'm a prince or I'm a princess or I'm a frog or some crap like that, and imagine with the kids and like play games and do whatever it is. And I think that people see that in you and they find that very attractive. That's especially if you know, that's obviously something that someone would find attractive in another person, because a mass majority of the time people are looking for someone that they can grow old with and have kids with, right? So if you don't want to have kids, you know, that's your choice or whatever. But if you do want to have kids, then the way that you are with children shows other people, other suitors, like people who, you know, you want to get with, that you are someone who would be a good father, mother, parent, right? You know, so that's what I was saying. I don't know why I was like, so I want to get a couple more cards. What else do people find attractive about group 1, please? Ooh. Give me. What else do we have? The Magician coming out, right? So this just adds up with literally everything that was popping out in your oracles. You are like, you're a manifester. People see you just creating your abundance, creating your materialistic abundance, creating this new, like, you're putting this like positive energy out into the universe, or you're asking God or praying to God, or you're, you know, doing whatever it is that you're doing, and then you're going out and you're putting the work in and you're dedicated and you're hardworking and you're going for it and you're just getting everything that you could ever want, right? Like you are putting, you're sowing the seed and you are reaping the benefits from that seed that you have sown, right? Okay, that's you, and people see that and people are like, I can collab with that, right? Like people who want to heal, there are people who do want to heal and do want to grow and do want to build the way that you're building, and people see that and they see that and they're like, that's attractive. That is a woman or that is a man that I want to spend the rest of my life with, because I know that I will be building with them for the rest of our lives. And instead of this, you know, the energy of people who don't want to grow and don't want to change, like no one wants that in a significant other. Let's be completely honest. Let's get one more card, please, Spirit. Okay, that was 2 cards. So we do have the Knight of Wands coming out with the 9 of Swords. Right. So I feel like with the Knight of Wands, I feel like this, like I said, there's just, okay, so for one, there's so much fire energy out here. So you don't have to have, but I feel like you definitely have some fire sign as a placement, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, whether it's your Venus or something, whatever it is, Leo, Sag, Aries, that energy is definitely here in a very strong way. We do also have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here, as well as Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but a lot of fire energy. With the Knight of Wands coming out, I feel like that's the same energy that I've been talking about this entire time, like you're a go-getter. And then with this 9 of Swords, I feel like a lot of people, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Death, which was what we were talking about earlier with the number 5, right? Transformation, change. Setting this down, sorry, just wanted to set the deck down. So with the 9 of Swords, I feel like you're the kind of person who, when something upsets you, you really go within and you don't really allow other people to know what's going on with you or really help you, because you don't feel like it's your place to burden other people with your problems. You know the saying, misery loves company? You are not that person. Your misery does not love company. You would rather suffer by yourself alone than, you know, don't force it if it doesn't fit. If this isn't resonating with you, you know, this is just a general reading on YouTube, right? So, but I feel like for most of you, that's what you kind of do, is you don't really allow people to see the parts of you that aren't all that pretty, right? I mean, in the sense of like, you grieving and you mourning and you know, when you have these anxiety, like in panic attacks and these moments where you're trapped up in your thoughts and you have all of this anxiety and you're really going into hermit mode and not really being around people, alienating yourself, isolating yourself and alienating from people that actually care about you. And I feel like a lot of people see that. It's weird that they see that as attractive, but I think it's more in the sense that it's like they understand, they don't think, oh, that's so cute. What they think is like, that's so, I feel like, humble of them to not want other people to experience the pain that they're experiencing. Is it healthy? No, I don't believe that's healthy at all. You should lean on the people that care about you when you need them. I'm one to talk because I do the same exact thing. I'm just saying that it's not healthy, and that's something that you can work on in order to really expand yourself and allow other people to help you, because you deserve it. Let's be completely honest. You shouldn't suffer by yourself, group one. It's just really not like, you don't need to do that, I promise. There's so many people out there that would literally just like wrap you up in a blanket and hold you and hug you and tell you how amazing you are, or whatever it is that you need, or maybe they could just sit there and not say anything and just listen to you rant and like cry and rave about all these awful things. Whatever it is that you need, there are people in your life who are willing to give that to you and share that with you and allow you to just be yourself. And I don't want you to feel like you have to hide. And I feel like that, but I do feel like the way that you don't allow other people to experience your pain, like if you're an empath, you feel other people's pain. So I feel like you could be an empath, you know, but I feel like you, if you are an empath, or if you know anything about empaths, you know how they take on everyone's pain. Well, there are people who kind of just like absorb energy and like drain people. And I feel like what I'm getting from this is that you're not one of those people, and people can tell that you're not one of those people based off of the way that you are when it comes to your own negative emotions. And they love that. I also think that people love, with the Death card coming out, how you can literally transform and like come out and like glow, like have like all of these multiple different transformations, these different glow ups, and you can come out bigger and better than you were before. And I think that people are just mad, like, what is the word? Not mad, but like, I was trying to say, like, what was the word I was trying to say, Veronica? They're mesmerized, I think is the word that I was trying to say. They're mesmerized by your ability to completely transform into a better person. Because, you know, not all of the time, that doesn't happen all the time. Like, people don't people don't awake, people don't see other people awakening and then ascending. But you, I do feel like you're very spiritual. I feel like you're the kind of person who has awakened spiritually, and now you are just ascending. So you keep going through these different, like, you know, phases where you're going through several different dark nights of the souls, and then you are ascending. So you're having all these glow ups, you're changing, you're growing, you're learning new things, you're releasing old things, you're getting rid of people that no longer serve you. And that's where this change is coming in. Yeah, 5 came up again. That's crazy. So that's all that I really have for you today, my lovely, lovely group 1. I hope that this was a cute little insight, snippy bit into what people find attractive about you. I think that you are a strong, radiant force to be reckoned with, and that anybody who tries to get in your way is just completely stupid. And I'm sending lots of love your way, and I can't wait to see each and every single one of you in another video. Okay, bye. Hello, hi, how are you? If you chose this beautiful sodalite crystal, I obviously am not very good at pronouncing it. It's kind of blue, it's really cute. Then this is going to be your reading about what people find attractive about you. Okay, so I already went ahead and pulled out some oracle cards for you guys, pre-shuffle those. And then you chose the Light Seers Tarot. So I'm going to pull these oracle cards, and then we're going to do the tarot. Okay, so for the first oracle card, we have Accept What Is Dying coming out. We have Oyster. We have prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus coming out. We have the goddess Aryan Rod, goddess of fertility. I don't know if I pronounced her name right. Probably not. But the goddess of fertility. We also have, you got 2 of these. I was only getting 1 card for everyone else, but you got 2, so we're just gonna go with it. We got storm is coming out. Everything, every hurricane comes to an end. And we also have stars coming out. You can manifest your every wish. So I feel like I'm gonna get these all situated when I really figure out where I'm gonna start with this. What people find attractive about you, pile 2, is that you're kind of a mystery. I feel like you're like very mysterious. You're very hidden. Like with this oyster card, I feel like there's like these beautiful, there's like something beautiful inside that's waiting to be brought out. I feel like you're very like beautiful. Like I feel like you're very like simplistic, and I feel as though people love that you're a kind of person who's like just simple. Like if you're a girl, I see someone who is like goes barefaced a lot. You know, there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup, but I feel like you're one who goes barefaced a lot. Or if you're a guy, even, you know, guys can wear makeup too, like no judgment at all. I actually think should take care of their skin, and you know, if they feel like there is some makeup they want to wear, go ahead and wear it, like whatever. Anyways, we're not into my personal opinions right now. We're talking about what people find attractive about you, pile 2. And I think that your naturalist beauty is what people, is something that people really love. Like you're so simple, like I said, simplistic. Like you are the kind of girl who, or guy who wears like a plain t-shirt and doesn't like have like logos, or doesn't have something that's like adding to it. You don't add all these like extra things, and you're kind of just like chilling. You're a vibe. I feel like I literally hear that kind of vibe. Baby, are you coming for the ride? Maybe we can hit the 405. You're the kind of person who is like chill. Okay, this is popping in my head. Some of you might be tokers. Like if you don't know what I'm saying, then leave that. If it doesn't resonate and you have no idea what I'm talking about, but if you knew exactly what I meant, I don't know, but I just feel like you are. I feel like a lot of people, especially with this goddess of fertility, you could be someone who is like a parent. You could have kids, or you could just be really, really, really good with kids. I feel like people can see you interacting with children in some way, shape, or form. So you could be like a teacher, or like you could work at a daycare, or even like a nurse. You could work at a children's hospital, or a children's doctor office, pediatrics. That's what it is. You could work at like a pediatric facility or something like that, something that has to involve with children, where people view you as someone who is very capable of like taking care of other people, or other humans, of other beings. You definitely could be somebody who works in the medical field. I am seeing nurse, like I'm seeing nurse. I'm hearing like the little beepy machines and like typing on a little computer. So, I mean, like I said, general reading. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it. That's fine. I feel like with accept what is dying and everything, every hurricane comes to an end. There's just something significant about you and endings in your life. Like I feel like you're a very final person. When something's over, it's over. I don't feel like you're the kind of person who would take your ex back. You know what I mean? Where you're like, it didn't work out, it's not gonna work out again. Like I don't know what you thought was gonna happen. I do feel like you're one of those people that, and people see that about you. They see that you're someone who doesn't like backtrack. You're not someone who goes back on their word. You're someone who is like set in your ways. We do have Taurus coming out over here, so you could be a Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. I feel like you see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're a very optimistic person, and people love that about you. You're that like ball of sunshine that comes in and brightens everybody's day. Like you don't even have to do anything for them. You're just like, hi, And just in that high, in that hello, in that how are you doing this morning, whatever normal thing that you do every day is just brightening up people's lives. You are the hurricane. You are the rainbow that comes after the hurricane. I feel like is what this is saying, and I feel like is what people pick up on when it comes to you, is like the storm will settle and you will be there shining your beautiful rays onto them with your beauty that's so like, I feel like it's soft. I feel like you are like, you have like a baby face, you know what I mean? Like you're someone who is like young, but like you could not be young, you know, you could be like 25 years old, but when people look at you, they see like 19 or they see like 16 or something, like young, like you have a baby face. Like you could have melanin, that, you know, or you could just be a person who doesn't have melanin and ages well. Not saying that people without melanin don't age well, but wait, no, I am saying that because they don't. Have you ever seen a Caucasian person who's like 40, but they look like 80? That's because black don't crack, honey. Melanin. Okay, we're again off topic. You could be somebody who rambles a lot. You could be somebody who gets off topic a lot. I'm somebody who gets off topic a lot. I'm just trying to pin that on you. But you could be someone. I think you're very funny. I feel like you're somebody who's very funny, and I feel like I just feel like with the way that this goddess is like looking with her eyes, it's like she's like telling an inside joke to like her friend. Like, yeah, to you, she's just like looking at you, but like her friend is behind you and she's making a face and her best friend knows exactly what she's saying. And you're just, so I feel like you're one of those people where like you'll tell jokes and like you'll be funny and like you'll goof around, and people find that very attractive. They love somebody who's humorous and somebody who can, you know, who can dish it out and take it. You know, I feel like you're one of those people who roasts people, right? Like I feel like your friend would be like, I want to do a roast for my birthday, and you'd be like, oh really? Okay, I'm gonna go first. I don't care what anyone says. I got the best roasts. I will go first. It'll be fine. And you don't even wait. You just start doing them right then and there. You're like, and they're like, wait for my birthday. I think that's all that I got from the oracle cards. We're gonna move into tarot now, but I just feel like you're kind of like, I feel like people just kind of like laugh at you because you're funny AF. Like you don't care. I feel like you're the kind of person to tell a bad joke, like not even a bad joke, but like an inappropriate joke, something you probably shouldn't be saying. Like, oh, like have you ever seen if you've ever seen Avatar, I'm hearing that scene where Katara says something to, I think to Aang, and she goes, it's okay, you can laugh, it's funny. And I think people on TikTok like use it as a sound, as like, you know, people who like talk about like their childhood trauma like it's a joke, which is, I mean, people with childhood trauma are funny. Okay, so you could have suffered from childhood trauma, I'm just saying, but you're funny AF is all I'm saying. Is like, I'm just giggling in my head. Okay, so what do people find attractive about pile 2, Spirit? I get into tarot now. I think I said that already. What do people find attractive about pile 2? Solidify, please, Spirit. What do people find attractive? We have Temperance coming out. So you're definitely someone who, excuse me, I feel like you're kind of like a mediator. I feel like you're the kind of person who, whenever there's a conflict going on, you step in, but not to add to the drama, to kind of dissipate the drama. You're the person that's very level-headed, who says exactly what both parties need to hear to make them dissipate and like go their separate ways. And I feel like people are find that very attractive, because you're a kind of person who can handle not only yourself, but other people, especially people who are acting very chaotic, you know, and who are chaotic. That's a funny word. I don't know why, but who are just, you know, not doing what they need to be doing at appropriate times. And I feel like you're kind of someone who knows how to put people in their place, but not in a way that is like Sorry about that, pile 2. That was very rude of me. But anyways, like I was saying, you're the kind of person who knows how to like balance, really just balance everything out. And you like, it's like how people can, it's like how you're the kind of person who has dealt with a lot of endings and finishing and wrapping things up. So your like specific experiences that you had in your life is tailored you and your personality in a way where you can just handle groups of people, and you can handle people who are upset. It could definitely have been something that you picked up as a child, you know, having to like, maybe if you had a parent who was very unpredictable and you had to learn how to read that person and like predict what they were going to be like, then that could definitely be why you tend to be able to read a room and then be able to just kind of like, okay, so you know what I'm thinking of? If you've ever seen Twilight, the character Jasper, he can like control people's emotions. That's like his vampire ability or whatever. That's how I feel like you are. I feel like you could walk into the room and like make everyone in the room happy, and even if they were all just like ready to cut each other's throats. Let's see what else. I think people really love that about you. That's like a talent for you to be able to change the dynamic of the entire room. Like, who can do that? Let's be real. We have the wheel coming out. I think people like that you're unpredictable. Like, they don't know what you're going to do next. You're the kind of person who, I feel like you have a very specific plan and you have it all laid out in your head, but you don't really tell people about that. That's like for you and your journal. That's for you to keep hidden and you not to tell other people about, and for you to not expose, because it's like you're gonna like let everybody see your wins when they get to see your wins. You're like, I'm not letting anybody in on my secrets. I don't give two craps about what anyone else says. And I think people really love that about you. They're like, I don't know what pile 2 is gonna do. Like, they're just so unpredictable and like they're so spontaneous, and I want to know what's next for pile 2, right? Let's see, we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. I love that. So I feel like what people like about you is, well, yeah, yeah, like I was saying, but also at the same time, you know how to go about it in a way that isn't going to harm you in any way, shape, or form. Like, you make a plan in advance, like I said, but you don't tell people about this plan. I feel like people view you as someone who is very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Curated. Like, you're very specific. You have this, you're meticulous. You know, you could be a Virgo. We did have Taurus energy coming out over here, and we do have, so we have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy coming out with this Knight of Pentacles, but these are both major arcana. What is the Temperance is? Isn't that Virgo too? Oh my gosh, I think that's definitely Virgo. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I'm just saying. What else do people find attractive about pile 2, please, Spirit? What else do people find attractive about pile 2? We have the 6 of Swords. Again, this is talking about endings, and oh, is it in the reverse? Okay, but still, this card is talking about endings. This is talking about moving from rough waters to calmer waters. Even in the reverse, you could hold on to some things, but I feel like when I picked the card up, it was upright. I think it was the way that I picked it up, but whatever, it doesn't matter. What I feel like people view attractive about you is your ability to be able to move past things, and your ability to know when things are over, know when things are said and done. I'm like envisioning someone who like knows when to shut up, you know, like read the room. I don't think anybody ever has to tell you to read the room. You just read the room, baby. What else do people find attractive about pile 2, please, Spirit? What do people find attractive about pile 2? What do people find attractive about pile 2? We have the King of Swords. Yeah, so this is that Virgo energy. Okay, so I know this is a sword, which is air, right? But this is that Virgo energy that I was talking about. You're someone who, You're very critical, you're very meticulous, very intellectual. You communicate what you want, what you are, what you're going to be, and what you're going to do. You're not a person who beats around the bush, pile 2. You're someone who is going to tell it like it is and move on with your life after that. You know, you're not someone who holds on to grudges or holds on to the past or negativity. You're someone who wants to grow and wants to change. And so you take all of these things that happen to you as lessons. You absorb what you can from them. You know, I have to say, I'm seeing a lot of similarities between pile 1 and pile 2. Just want to say, if you felt called to watch pile 1, then I just felt like I had to say that to you. I'm just saying. But I do feel like there is a lot of Virgo energy here. So if you could potentially have Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, maybe, you know, I don't know. You don't necessarily have to. I'm just saying that could be a part of your chart. Let's see what else. What do people find attractive about pile 2? We have the Emperor. See, you have this like strong energy, this head on straight, determined go-getter like energy where you're ready to just do whatever it is that you need to do to get done. People find that so attractive. People like a woman or a man or a person who knows what they want and can go for that thing that they want and actually achieve it. Like, because you can manifest your every wish coming out over here. Like, you, group 2, pile 2, you are somebody who creates the abundance that they have in their life. You're somebody who builds off from everything that's ever happened to you and continues to pour into the universe as the universe continues to pour back into you. And people just love to see you in action. You know, people think you're just so flippin' adorable. I wanted to curse so bad, but I don't want to, you know, whatever. So people think you're so flippin' adorable. I feel like you're somebody who has like soft, straight hair. I feel like you're someone who, like, I was saying this earlier, right? Like, if you're a female or even a male, you go barefaced, you don't wear a lot of makeup, you don't really you take care of your skin, I think, you take care of your body, and you take care of your hair. But I feel like you aren't somebody who like is very showy, or there's nothing wrong with being showy. You know, I like showy. I like some, like, you know, I like showy. A lot of people like showy. There are a lot of people that don't like showy, but I feel like that is one of your like defining like factors, is that you're very simplistic. You're very simple. You've got this nice soft hair, I feel like you have like a soft voice. Like I said, I was saying earlier, I think you have like a baby face, right? I was saying that, right? So you're like, I'm sorry, pile 2, but I think you're a person that, like, when you're out in public, people like mistake you for a kid. Like, if you're a teacher, because I was saying earlier you could be a teacher, I feel like you're that teacher that walks around and people are like, where's your hall pass? And you're like, I work here. And it's like, where's your hall pass? I work here. Where's your hall pass? I work here. That's a TikTok sound, isn't it? I feel like you found that sound, and if you haven't found that sound, go find that sound. And if not, I feel like you will resonate with it so much. Like, I'm not a little kid. Shut up. I'm an adult. Leave me alone. It's like, it's just because you look so young, and there's nothing wrong with that. Take that as a compliment, honestly, especially if you're Caucasian. Like, you don't have to be Caucasian, but if you are Caucasian and you got people telling you you look young and you're like pushing 30, accept that as a compliment and move on with your life. Do not be upset, because one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna look 80 and you're gonna be 40 years old and you're gonna cry. So, that was so mean. Collagen is what's gonna help with that. Money is also gonna help with that too. It was mean, but it was factual. If you take care of your skin, you can diminish the effect that the sun and the human race. I think that people don't understand that is that there are a lot of outside factors that age our face. I'm going on like a whole different tangent, but there's a lot of outside factors that go into like aging us rapidly that have to do with like chemicals that are in the air, that are in, you know, things that we use that are in our clothes, also the sun, also products that we use, maybe on our hair or on our face. If you really care about that, you're Caucasian and you really care about not wanting to look 80 at 40, then that's definitely something that you should look into. I'm just saying. Can I get one more card, please? I think. Wait, one more or two more? For what people find attractive. They fell, but they didn't flip, so that one flipped. We have the Ten of Pentacles. I like it. The way that Ten of Pentacles, I am going to get another card because this would be an odd number, and I don't like odd numbers. Can I get one more card for what people find attractive about pile 2? Excuse me. So, we have the Queen of Cups coming up. And your bottom deck energy here is the Lovers. Fancy dancy. So, what I think people find very attractive about you is these goals that you have set in play for yourself. You have this whole future ahead of you that you have... what was I saying? You have this whole future ahead of you that I was saying this earlier. You have a plan. You have a very specific plan that you've curated in your mind that you're not telling anybody about, right? But I think that people know that you have this plan. They may not know what the plan is specifically, but they know that you have this plan, and they know that whatever this plan is that you do have, even though you won't tell them what it is, it's going to lead you to this Ten of Pentacles. It's going to lead you to having everything that you could ever want financially, career-wise, your family, like love and a partnership, all of your relationships with other people. I think people find that so attractive that you know exactly where you're going, where you're headed, and what you're going to do with your life and how you're going to achieve your success. They know that you are going to be successful too. That's something that sometimes you can't really see in a person when you're like looking at them. You can't really see how successful that they're going to be, but for you, that's something that people see immediately. They're like pile 2, success, right on their forehead. We have the Queen of Cups, so people love how compassionate you are. People love how nice you are and I get that too, because like I said, you have this like baby voice. I don't know, you could have a deep voice, but I'm hearing like a baby voice who like talks really high, maybe not like in baby talk, but like you're like, you know, up here, like this is the volume you're at, you know. And I feel like, or the pitch you're at is what I wanted to say. And I feel like it matches up with your personality, because you're super nice, you're kind, but you also are confident. You're not afraid to be who you are and to say what you need to say so that people can understand that you are who you are. You know what I mean? I feel like people love how emotional you are. Like, I feel like you're the kind of person who like cries at commercials, or like cries at like dog commercials or something like that. Like, you just love babies or animals so much, so like whenever you see one, or you see like a really sad commercial or really sad movie or something like that, you just cry. And I feel like people love that because they know that you're open to these emotions, that you're willing to feel, and that you have a heart in there. I know that for some people, when they're like really tough and they're really strong and they're even intimidating, it's hard to tell what's underneath, but I feel like you're the kind of person who kind of just wears your heart on your sleeve, and I think people really love that about you. I feel like with the Lovers coming out, people love how decisive you are, and they love how romantic that you can be. Like, I feel like you're someone who's really flirty. I feel like you're someone who like touches, you know, like if you're a woman, you flip your hair a lot. If you're a man, you're like groom yourself a lot. Like, your appearance, like, even though it may be simplistic, your appearance is still important to you. Like, yes, I'm not wearing makeup, but I look clean. No, I'm not going to do crazy stuff to my hair, but my hair looks nice, and it's in where it's supposed to be, and every hair is in order. And like, you're like I was saying earlier, very meticulous, you know, very specific, very Virgo-y, like I was saying. With the Lovers, that's what I feel like I'm picking up on, is people just love that you are bubbly, and like you can be flirty and you can be flirtatious and romantic, and you can show this affectionate side, and that you can have these emotions, and you're not afraid to show people these emotions. I think that people really love that side of you, pile 2. Okay, that's all that I think that I have for you today overall. I think that you are a bright, loving bundle of joy who has the cutest baby face and the softest hair ever. I really feel like your hair is super soft, and I kind of just want to like run my fingers through it. I feel like people really want to run their fingers through your hair. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I can't wait to see each and every single one of you in another video. Okay, bye. Hello, hi, and welcome, pile 3. If you chose this cute little rose quartz crystal, then this is going to be your reading about what people find attractive about you. I was shuffling your tarot cards, is what I was doing, and so I already pre-shuffled a bunch of oracle cards. Oh no, I was like deciding what accent I wanted to do, but we're gonna do it. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm sorry. We have the goddess Hecate of magic coming out. Excuse me. We have goddess Oya, the goddess of expression, coming out. I got 1 for everyone, but you got 2, so I scripted up. There was obviously a reason for why you got 2. We also have Feast coming out. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Lovely. Pile 3. Did I call you pile 2? You're pile 3. Did I call you pile 2? I don't think I did. I get like delusional sometimes. I think I said things I didn't say. We also have Emotions Are Running High coming out with Supermoon. We have Whale. And we have Nurture Yourself First. Okay, my lovely pile 3s. So I feel like what people really find attractive about you is how sure of yourself you are, and how sure of everything that it is that you're doing. Everything that you say and everything that you do, and all of the energy and the effort and the things that you put out into the world, they're very specific. They're very catered to you and self improvement and self-growth and self-expression, and allowing yourself to grow and change and create things. Like, you're a very creative person. People really find that attractive. I feel like you have curly hair. Do you have curly hair? I hope you have curly hair. Twins, right? I mean, I know my hair's straight right now, but we all know you can straighten curly hair, right? So I feel like you're someone who's like, I'm hearing that Miley Cyrus song, Can't Be Tamed, right? I feel like you are the kind of person who how you express yourself isn't something that can be tamed. It's not something that can be tied down or toned down or changed. How you like show up in the world is never going to change. It is always going to be yourself. It's always very confident. It's always sure of itself. It's always you. You're very compassionate. You're very understanding. I think you're somebody who, I feel like people see you as someone who is very good with words. Like, you're a very good communicator. I feel like you do have a lot of emotions. I feel like sometimes your emotions may run you as a person, and like your choices and the way that you move about the world. I feel like I said, I feel like a lot of that is your emotions. You're not a person who, I feel like you think about these things, but I don't think you aren't an overthinker. You're not somebody who overanalyzes this stuff or really spends a lot of time fixating on things. I think you're someone who takes a lot of action. Like very fiery energy here. Like, you could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You are definitely someone who knows how to put yourself first and knows how to take care of yourself. You're someone who really celebrates your wins. You're somebody who does win. I think people find that very attractive, that you're kind of like this I want to say queen was the word that I wanted to use. Like you're like this, you have this like higher, like royal-esque status where like people put you up on this pedestal and they view you as someone who is very, just highly praised. You could be someone who like has a big following on like social media, or you know, just someone who creates things and puts them out in the world where people see them and people really have like this positive outlook on you as a person and as a human being. Like people, I feel like there are people who would go to bat for you like out in this world that you don't even know, like you've never even met them before, but they would totally fight for you, like for your life. Like I think you're somebody who, like, you could be on like TikTok or YouTube or something like that, but I feel like you're definitely somebody who people care about a lot, and I think other people see that and they're very envious of that. And I think there's something super attractive about you as a human who can really just see that about yourself. I feel like you're very confident. Like I said though, I feel like you're very humble, you're very compassionate, you're very soft, like spoken, you're very soft, you're very compassionate, you're very communicative. Like people go to you for advice, or sometimes I feel like people will just go to you to like listen to you talk. Like you're probably, I feel like you're somebody who has a lot of strong opinions about things, and I think people love to just listen to you talk about these opinions all day. You could have like a very soothing voice. You could be somebody who like does like, you could do like ASMR. I don't know why that was what I thought, but like you could do like ASMR, or you could do like audiobooks, or like something where you're like, it's about your voice. Podcast, you could do a podcast, something like that, where people listen to you talk. You just have this very angelic voice, and this very like your voice like hits like a frequency that really calms people down. I feel like you're very tapped into your spiritual side, especially with Hecate coming out, the goddess of magic. You're probably someone, I don't know, you're either somebody who is very spiritual and very like is full of, you're definitely someone who's full of divinity, or you're someone who is like what people would view as like one of God's disciples or something like that, you know? So you're definitely, I think, high regards in the spirit world, held very high regards in the spirit world. And you know this, like you're very intuitive. I mean, we have emotions running high with supermoon, right? So like you're someone who's very intuitive. Your emotions could be tied to the cycles of the moon. You may want to look into that. That could definitely be something worth looking into. I feel like something that might be beneficial for you, because I do feel as though when it comes to like, I just feel like you're somebody who's very intuitive. Like you're someone who really knows. You might even be someone who knows things before they happen. You could be that person who dreams about something and then it happens, but like you don't ever want to really say anything about it because it's like, that was just a coincidence. But it's not a coincidence. You're clairvoyant. Is that the word that I'm thinking of? Clairvoyant? Clairvoyant? There's like a bunch of them, so I'm probably using the wrong term, but I do see you as somebody who's very like you. There's a lot of power that's within you. There's a lot of power, and people can sense that. Like they can feel the energy that you exude, and they know that it's powerful. They know that it's not something they should mess with. I feel like people are afraid to, well, you're like the nicest person ever. So nobody would, I don't think that people, I think that you're that person where like nobody would ever think about hurting you. I know that it's probably not true. There's probably a lot of people that have hurt you, because usually when you think about it, those are the kind of people that narcissistic people want to go for, is people who are nice and that seem like they're vulnerable and that they're naive and like, you know, those dumb things or whatever. You could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer with this whale coming out with this water and all of these emotions, and a lot of these are like expressing your emotions. So you could be, like I said, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Placement could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, whatever. That could be your sign. Doesn't have to be necessarily, but I do feel like people know when it comes to you that like karma's gonna get them hard. Because like you're like what people call like one of God's favorites, right? So like they know if they were to mess with you, And that's not always, like I said, that's not always true. There are people who are still willing to mess with you. There are people who are still willing to try to take advantage of you. And some people who do take advantage of you because they know that you're nice and they know that you won't say no, or that maybe you are struggling to learn boundaries, or maybe you have people-pleasing tendencies. I feel like maybe that's why you looked so much more into, like, with this nurture yourself coming out. I feel like people view you as somebody who's been spending a lot of time trying to take care of yourself, trying to like level up, trying to glow up, right? Like you're working a lot on you and who you are as a person and who you are deep down inside. That's probably why you chose this rose quartz, right? Rose quartz can help with self-confidence, right? It can help with self-love. It can help I feel like that's probably a journey that you're on right now of self-love and self-expression. That's why Slow Down and Celebrate Yourself came out. I think people see that. They see you on this journey to self-love. Ace of Cups energy right now. I think that's all that I got from the tarot. I actually, not all I got. I could rant for like another 30 minutes, but I'm going to go into tarot because I just thought of the Ace of Cups, which the Ace of Cups can talk about a new love, but it can also talk about pouring that love into yourself. So for group pile 3, please, Spirit, I'm just going to, I know I shuffled them at the beginning, but that's fine. We're just going to do, Spirit is asking me to do one more. So I just feel like you're definitely someone who, like I was saying, that's what I was trying to say. That's the whole point I was trying to make, is that people know that you're like a divine being, and that like if people who know, it's like the TikTok sound. The girls who get it, and the girls that don't. So like the people who do understand know that if they were to mess with you, then karma is gonna come back and bite them way worse than it would if they were to mess with anybody else. But there are those other people who don't get it, and then they will still mess with you. But I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm saying that everything happens for a reason, right? There was a lesson that you needed to learn, something you needed to heal from, something that you needed to release. But this is not the overall point, not the overall arc, but karma is going to get those people. Anybody who's done you wrong in any way, shape, or form, they're going to get theirs. Don't have to worry about it, okay, pile 3? All right, so what do people find attractive about group 3, please, Spirit? What is it that they find attractive about group 3? It fell, but it didn't flip, so I'm not going to take it. What do people find attractive? We have the 9 of Cups. Ooh, I like that for you, pile 3. Let's see, I'm going to grab a couple more cards, please. Spirit, what is it that people find attractive about pile 3? We have, they didn't flip over, so I'm not going to take them. We have the 10 of Cups coming out. 10 of Cups. This is, okay, I want to get one more card before I start opening my mouth and saying things. What do people find attractive? We have, the 6 of Pentacles and the Strength card. I said one more card. It said 2 more cards. It said, I don't care what you said. 6 of Pentacles and the Strength. What people find attractive about you, group 3, pile 3. You see how I keep changing it? Doesn't matter, but I keep going back and forth, and I just don't understand why. But you're very content in who you are as a human being. I know that you know that we are on this planet here to grow and evolve and change, but you have come to terms with that experience, and that you are this spirit that's in this body, this vessel that is experiencing this life, and you have come to terms with that. You have this vision for yourself about this life and this happy family and this 10 of Cups that we have here, and this equal give and take, and you have these like specific like morals and these ideas that are set into place, which is like greater good. You could be a Pisces. You could be a Pisces because you have greater good energy. Like, like you're the kind of person who wants the whole world to win. Like you want to save the planet and save the world, and like hero complex, right? Like you're the kind of person who, you have a lot of strength, you have a lot of confidence, you know who you are inside, and you know that you're going to continue to level up, you're going to continue to evolve, and there's going to be this other, higher being that you, higher like, I don't know why, but higher being that you're going to achieve is what I want to say. I don't know if it makes sense. I hope it does. But, and I feel like what people find attractive about that is that even in all of these transformations and all of these growth, all of this growth and all of this evolution, at the end of the day, you still know who you are. You may grow and change over time, but the core of you doesn't change. Your morals, who you represent yourself to be out in the world. Remember, I was saying earlier, you're very expressive, who you are. It's like, I was watching this video about the fashion of Euphoria. I don't know if you watch Euphoria, but they talk about the character Maddie, who, if you didn't watch the show, she's a character who has always been confident in herself and has always known who she is and loves that. They talk about how her, in season 2 wardrobe, it changes, but it's still rooted in who she is as a human being. It just changes based off of, like, color-wise, based off of how she's feeling and her emotions, how she's growing and as she's changing. But the core of it is her. Her outfits are still same, or not the same, but they're still similar. They're growing with her, but they're still what is her level of comfortability. And it's kind of like you're that kind of person, just who you are at your core. Like, things may change, but you stay the same. You may grow and you may change and you may come to this higher level of understanding, but at your core, you're still the same person that you know what I mean? It sounds weird hitting the ear, but like, I think you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Like I said, I think you're very intuitive. With the 6 of Pentacles, people see you as someone who, you're fair, you know, like where justice, you could have Libra in your chart somewhere. Like I'm seeing justice, like the scales balancing out. With the 6 of Pentacles here, you are someone who like cares about equal give and take. You're someone who wants things to be fair. Like I said, if you get, then they get. If they get, then you get. You know, you're that kind of person where it's like, you give 100, I'll give 100. You don't care much for people who only give 50 or 25 or even 70 or even 80% or even 90. You don't give 2 craps because those people aren't willing to put in as much as you. You don't want to entertain those people. You don't want anything to do with those people. People find that attractive. You weed out the weak and you search for the strong. And I think that people who match your level, they find that very attractive, because not only do they see that you are at their level, but that you won't engage with people who are below your level. You know what I mean? What do people find attractive about pile 3 spirit? We have the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. What was I saying earlier? I said it earlier, didn't I say? I said I'm getting Ace of Cups energy. You have all of this love that you are pouring back into yourself. People can see that you're growing off from that 10 of Pentacles. Sorry, not 10 of Cups. You have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. People see you as someone who's so abundant, so successful, and maybe if you don't have those things right in your like grasp at this moment, then people can foresee you're going to be successful. Was this you? Is that I said at the beginning of this that you're that person that, or was that you? I think that was you that I said. Sorry. It could have been pile 2, so if you resonated with pile 2, that's possible, but I'm pretty sure it was you where I said at the beginning of the video that people see you and they walk into a room and they just like, it's like success is written on their forehead. They know already that that person is going to be successful in their future. They have the capability, they have the ability to be able to create that abundance, to be able to manifest and to be able to utilize their power and their ability, their magical abilities to be able to manifest a very content life, a very abundant, fulfilled, successful life with good relationships, with family, and with abundance. And I think that people find that so attractive because they know that they can build with you. I think it was pile 2 that I said that too, because that sounds really like I'm coming back to it. Like, you are someone that people can build with, that they can grow with, that they see a future with. That you're not someone to just hang around for a little bit of time and mess with here and there. You're the kind of person who you want to start a family with. Like, you're husband-wife material, right? You're marriage material. Yeah, what else? Let's see. What else do people find attractive about pile 3? We have the 8 of Cups. So you really know how to let go of things and that don't serve you and move forward towards things that are going to be beneficial to your life. Things that are going to lead you to this 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right? You're not going to engage in or hold on to things that no longer serve you anymore, right? You're gonna just release them. And you're figuring out ways to release them. And I think that's you that's tapping more into your spiritual side, and that's you putting yourself first. That's you slowing down and celebrating yourself. That is you doing that for you, not for anybody else. People see that and they say, hey, that's freaking attractive. This person, I feel like you, it's coming up in all of these cards now. Remember how I said you probably have curly hair? I'm not going to pick these cards back up, but if you look back, the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, even in this 10 of Cups, and in this Strength card, and in this 10 of Pentacles, all of the people in these cards, the imagery, at least one of the people in the cards have curly hair, or like very like kinky hair. So I feel like you're definitely someone who, if you're not mixed or like Latino or like mulatto or whatever, that you are just someone who has textured hair, because you don't have to be black or brown to have textured hair. If anybody thinks that, you're gonna have to educate yourself, because it's just not true. You can be as white as the day and still have very textured curly hair. It's all about genetics, babe. So I feel like that's something that people really, really admire about you, is your long locks. They're curly, they're gorgeous. It's like people are like, how do you get your curls like that? And you're like, they're just like this and a shit ton of product. But yeah, they look like this. Without the product, it'd be dry, but they'd still be curls. And I think that you're definitely somebody who's kind of like a form of a goddess. Like I feel like that's why you got 2 goddess cards, right? Like people view you as, oh God, you're like, I'm hearing Beyonce, they love the way I walk, cause I walk with a vengeance. Like I feel like I'm a grown woman. You're like this person who is like, when you walk into a room, everyone looks at you. They look at how hot you are. They see how cute your hair is. They see how cute your face is. I feel like you're someone who has like a very like V-shaped face. Like, you know, that people really wish for, that kind of like V-shaped face. And like this very like tiny cute nose, like cute little button nose. I see you with like this cute little button nose. You could even have like dimples or something like that. I'm just seeing like really cute like cheeks. But you're very stylish too. Like you're someone who like, you're like, my hair's loud, I'm loud, my outfits might as well be loud too. Like you're that person that walks in, it's like a dreary day and it's raining, and you're wearing a like bright ass color that shines up the whole street. Like you're walking down freaking San Fernando Boulevard and like it's like raining, but you can see you like a mile away. I feel like you're one of those kind of people, you know what I mean? Like you have like the most expressive like wardrobe, the most expressive personality. Like you're just someone who everyone hears or sees or looks at when you enter the room. You know what I mean? You're a person that people want to look at. You're a person that people do look at, I think. Can I get one more card, please? We have the 6 of Cups coming out. So so you're definitely a water sign. I just have to say, bottom of the deck energy is the Tower in reverse. See that Tower in the reverse. So I feel like I feel like people view you as somebody who they don't really go through these periods of yeah, so you definitely could resonate with pile 2, because based off of what I was going to say, it's this quote that I'm sure that everybody knows, right? Misery loves company, but you don't. So I feel like with this Tower coming out in the reverse, you're the kind of person who doesn't like other people to see you to see you know, down and out. With this Six of Cups, I don't feel like you look, I feel like, yeah, you grow and you change and you look back on these lessons that you've learned and these experiences that you've gone through, but I don't think that you waste too much time fixating on those past mistakes or those things that could have potentially, you know, changed your life. But they change your life for the better, right? Everything happens for a reason. I think people see that in you, and they see how you've, you know, changed, and they see how you've gone through these negative experiences in life, and they see how you've handled it, and they love that. They love that you're capable of this change. They love that you're capable of moving forward and being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's something that's very attractive in you, is your ability to be able to move past this. Like underneath that, we have the Two of Wands. So you're definitely someone who sees the plan. You see the plan, you create the plan, you see the path ahead of you, and you execute it in a way that is beneficial to you, in a way that is going to just bring about this positive change. Like I said, you manifest like literally everything, and people see that in you. There's just something about you, and there's something about the way that you go about life and the way that you are that people just love, and that is just something great about you. Like I said, you definitely, that's what I started to say, and then I totally trailed off. You're definitely like a water sign. You have to be. There's water in your chart somewhere. All of these are freaking cup cards. If not, then you've got like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We had this is definitely Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy here, though. Very expressive. Anyways, that's all that I have for you today, my lovely pile 3. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see each and every single one of you in another video.